ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex Maniatopoulos, and I'm the CEO of Yodiwo. In Yodiwo, we have created a platform that accelerates the development of Internet of Things applications for industrial purposes. And in fact, it does that proportionally to their complexity. But why this is important? Let's get the answer from some numbers. Just in Europe, there are more than 230,000 companies, factories actually, that produce all these nice goods, but at a very high production cost. This exceeds 3 trillion euro. And we have estimated, analysts have estimated that 5% of this cost can be cut if we had better maintenance of the machines, if we had ways to predict failures and avoid the out of orders in those 2.6 million machines that exist in those factories. Even more, we could save about 11 billion euros by just handling the supply chain better with advanced fleet management system and even with autonomous driving. Overall, the impact, the economical impact, will be huge. It's estimated to be between 4 and 11 trillion euro per year by 2025. And this will come by verticals such as factories, retail, supply chain, automotive, transportation, healthcare, education, and many others. Okay. But if that is so big, what is the reason that this has not even started yet? In a recent research, when decision makers from companies were asked to express their concerns about embracing IoT in their business processes, most of them said that they are worried about security, data privacy, long time to market, cost of implementation, inadequate infrastructure, interoperability with legacy systems, and complicated workflows. When we started Yodiwo in January of 2015, we had exactly the same list of problems to deal with a platform and provide solutions with a platform that we had in mind to develop. And this is what today we have managed to do. And we managed this by making a platform that consists mainly of 3 components. First, a workflow creator that today we believe it offers the fastest time to market with the feasibility, the virtualization levels that it offers. That comes together with a smart engine running in the cloud and a replica of this smart engine that can run almost on any edge network computing system. And what we achieve, we aggregate all the data from all the diverse technologies that nowadays sensors and actuators use, and we bridge them with legacy systems. And this is very important, either in a home environment or in factories. To give you an idea how this technology is used with a real example, one of our paying customers has installed a dozen of sensors and actuators in HVAC systems, heating, ventilation, air conditioning systems in hospitals in Stockholm. And they make that in order to collect data and predict failures from those systems because, as you understand, their operation is very critical in these areas. All those sensors use different technology, maybe not all the 12 of them, but most of them. And they have been selected in a way in order to minimize the cost. So what we did is we used our mini cloud, or as I said, our replica of the smart engine. We put it in a concentration panel. By just doing this, we saved 50% of material cost compared to other solutions that exist today. And by using our workflow creator, we managed to create applications that predict failures in those systems in 30% of the engineering time that was originally anticipated. So, and these applications actually are complex applications that include analytics, that include storage systems, includes the sensors and the actuators of those systems. If you wonder how we manage this, this is the real application development example, which shows how our workflow creator is used, where all the items, all the sensors, the actuators, the analytics, the storage systems, even third-party services are flattened, are virtualized, are represented by boxes with inputs and outputs that we drag and drop, we interconnect, and then we create applications in record time. And when we deploy this, the functionality is distributed among the dispersed mini cloud and gateways. In another recent research we made about reducing the production cost in a Greek dairy company. So we ended up to a result that we can improve or we can reduce the production cost by managing the milking way in the farm, by managing the way the milk is collected, by managing the way the machines in production phase is maintained, and also by improving the distribution system, and even by monitoring how long the milk stays out of the fridge in order to improve the quality of the milk that finally goes to the consumer. So we selected the bunch of sensors that are adequate for each case, and by using our mini cloud technology, we collect all this data and we bring them up to the cloud. And there, by using analytics, by using storage systems and data processing, through our workflow creator, we can offer a very integrated environment with dashboards, with mobile phone applications, and with web-based applications in order to have full control of the production. Here we show how we created this part of this application, and to the right side you can see in real time how we understand where the milk is available in the farms in order to collect it at the right temperature. And then we can adapt the route of the truck and we can improve a lot the cost of the collection. By saying that, you understand that our main target is to automate the workflow and also to save material costs. So we compare ourselves with similar solutions in terms of workflow automation, and in terms of multi-protocol handling, we can lead to reduction in material cost. All this lead to enhanced security, higher robustness and reliability of the systems we deliver, and low latency systems, and most of all, high return on investments for our customers. Our total addressable market is that of IoT platform as a service, which is growing rapidly and is driven by the high demand of IoT for industrial applications. It's estimated that in less than 10 years, it will be about 15 billion euros or dollars. Our business model is the typical platform as a service, where our customers, system integrators and service providers, license our platform. They use it in order to make solutions that they can then provide as a service. In some cases, we also help our customers to develop these services, so we maintain a small team, which we call professional services team. We are a young company. As I said, we founded Yodiwo in January 2015, but the team actually consists of 22 experts, very highly skilled people. That is a team that has been built the last 19 years of working together in big international companies or even startup companies that were acquired later by big companies, by other big companies. And during these years, we have managed to make the process in order to work effectively and perform in very short time or deliver in very short time the products that we design. We have now gone globally. We have groups even in South Africa. Recently, we appointed a team there of 3 people. We did that because we realized that there is a lot of needs for infrastructure and for building automation systems there based on our technology in order to deliver things at a very low cost and in a very short time. We have salespeople in Japan, in US, and our headquarters are in Scandinavia for specific reasons, most of all because the Nordic countries is an area that the number of connected devices is 4 times higher than any other place in Europe right now. We are in the process of moving our headquarters in US in order to continue our expansion. The last 6 months, we have experienced very significant growth and very good recognition worldwide. We participated to Microsoft Pan-European competition about connected platforms, and we won the first prize there. That success was actually opened the doors for us for the collaboration with other companies like IBM. We also, as people mentioned before, won the first prize in the MIT Enterprise Forum competition this year, and we are very proud of that. And just recently, we were selected among the 12 finalists among 400 plus companies worldwide. And the competition, the final round, took place in Paris, where unfortunately we were not among the first 3, but we continue our collaboration now with Nokia based on agreements that are in place. Thank you very much. This is part of what you can easily develop in order to have a wireless selfie stick. If you want to show you how, then you can visit us later in the meeting room. Thanks a lot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Labros Digonis. I'm co-founder and CEO of InSyBio, a company that is working on a platform with something special for personalized medicine, located in early-stage biomarkers. What exactly is this? Imagine that we wanted to know how to tackle getting fatter problem around the world. We know now what is the best diet. We made an announcement on June 6th together with Nestlé Institute of Health Sciences, and we demonstrated that we found already the biomarkers to select the best diet for us, and not only that, but forecast the outcome of a specific diet to our specific genome with significant accuracy. We also now can diagnose with almost total accuracy Parkinson's disease based on genome specifications, prognose the impact in molecular level for ionizing radiation, and also tune the drug dose in skin cancers and melanoma. To give you an example, in recent publication, fewer biomarkers means hugely expedited time of research to locate what is the best therapy or the best drug or the best acceleration for clinical trials in pharma companies. What we do is already in use by institutes and more than 200 scientists worldwide. But what exactly is what I described, biomarkers? What is this? Imagine our body as a complete system. When something fails, it's exactly the cause that we need to pin down. This is the biomarker we're looking for. You can think of biomarkers that's easily grasped, like simple clinical biomarkers. We do have an infection and we have fever. That's easy. We do have anxiety and we have accelerated heartbeat. But these clinical biomarkers are easy to predict, but when it comes to molecule, when it comes to our cells, then it's difficult to do the prognosis, because it's a lot of data that we have to handle. And big data problems required specific and efficient big data analysis tools. The process of identifying these things, identifying biomarkers, is a complex by itself. It comes from different biological experiments. Data are being created, are being processed, and then cleaned. You clean the noise, and then again, you simulate this in networks, find interactions between them, extract biomarkers, and still, you do have to do further analysis in order to extract the most relevant ones. Out in the market, there are platforms that are developed, or they are leaning only to visualize things, to analyze, to make the pre-processing or the meta-analysis. InSyBio was the first to integrate the whole process into one. So all the end-to-end process is being integrated in our platform by use also from data from public databases and knowledge which is non-personalized data. Our solution, because of the way that research is taking place at the moment, very fragmented, a lot of different processes involved, is faster and of course more economical, exactly because of the integration. The biomarkers that other traditional researches or ways of doing research produce are many. The platform prioritizes the best candidate biomarkers, minimizing the noise, fight the cause of diseases, therefore relevant biomarkers is what is found, interpret them to see what is really happening in the cell, and also provide an all-inclusive outcome of this analysis. In few words, what we have is a computational framework with some of its parts at the patent or in the process of being patented, and it's a cloud infrastructure with a number of tools that aim into three large but very specific areas. One is nutrition, the second is neurodegenerative diseases, and the third is cancer. The second the two latter are in pharma. Especially in nutrition, in personalized nutrition, which is emerging as a huge problem, and a lot of answers are sought. We can now answer, and it's already validated, to questions that was before unthinkable to have answers to. In diet, we can select the best diet, suitable and personalized to each one of us, to know whether weight can be regained or not. In fast food, what is the impact of specific food in individual health, predict the individual ability to metabolize this. Especially in the supplements, we can predict impact of supplement vitamins and compounds to health, verify impact of athletic performance and monitor athletes' performance, specialize in food for people with very special needs like diabetes and so on, so to distinguish whether this food or whole regimen is proper for him. And lastly, in cosmeceuticals, which are the ingredients that are pertinent to a specific target of therapy or application for an ointment, for example, of cream. We do have a strong IP position. We do have already a patent that's pending, 3 are more under preparation, and we do have an open source project in proteomics area. And a flexible business model. It's a B2B all the way, but one is project oriented and the second is scalable with 2 arms, a subscription model plus the open source, which is allowed and available to everybody to develop on. Our strategy is, apart from completing the InSyBio suite and getting data rights from the partnerships already in development, we plan to develop with own specific data sets, our own biomarket, and commercialize on this. The market is huge. We specialize in 3 areas around 16 billion on a 24 billion biomarker discovery area. And with partners, we do have access to that kind of business. In personalized nutrition, the market is, by each one of those subsegments, is huge already. Our team is complete. We cover all bases with strong engineering background. We participate in NPG business seeds, and we're looking forward. Looking forward to what? We are privileged to be here at MIT, at the Prize Forum, and we've seen, I wanted to say a few words of our experience there. It was a very nice journey. We knew certain things, but we never knew everything. Nobody knows that. And when we came into the process, they were thrown data experiences to us, and that was cool. And we learned how to do certain things more effectively, integrate knowledge from different areas, and at the end of the trip, we went to Boston, where we finally found answers to the questions, of actually validated answers to the questions raised before in our panels, to know exactly who will hate us afterwards or love us afterwards, whether our model was the right one, what kind of adjustments we should make. Of course, incidentally, we've made adjustments along the way, but only afterwards you know that these were pivots, because they are minor adjustments, and they have to be. And so we validated during our that bootcamp, and actually there was one course that in the beginning was leading nowhere, to my opinion, but afterwards it was very clear that did the following. They said to us something that we used to do all the time. Constructively doubt what you've done. Decompose the elements, or the whole strategy of yours, into its elements, and try to verify and validate each one of them. Is it okay? If you still believe that there is no way of going around it, or it's a stance with resistance, then it's good. Then you can build upon it. That was a lesson that, first of all, allowed us to validate the whole thing, but at the same time showed what added value this whole experience gave to us. And that's more important for those entering the new competition, that is important. That's a lesson we learned. We have to learn a lot more. We're going global now. We do have certain partnerships, collaborations, new clients, new projects, and we're building our strategy. That was a good experience, and I hope that it will continue. And we will use all of the teams to build upon it. Thank you.
First of all, hello everyone from China. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Perfect. So, hello everyone, I'm George, and since I was a child, I was working really hard to achieve my future happiness. And a few years ago, I had achieved almost everything that I ever wanted. I had my dream job. I was living in a beautiful apartment in my favorite city. I even had a long-term relationship. But still, instead of feeling like this boy in this photo, I was feeling more like this. And it seems that I wasn't alone. 1 out of 5 people in the US suffer from anxiety and depression. And according to the World Health Organization, 350 million people have been diagnosed with depression around the globe. At this stage of my life, I decided to start therapy. And the first thing that my psychologist told me was to start writing an emotional journal, which made me realize the importance of emotional awareness. And this is something that people in the field of positive psychology, they know for years. Even the Dalai Lama, with Paul Ekman, one of the most well-known psychologists in the world, wrote a book a few years ago about the importance of emotional awareness. And if you think about it, nowadays we do it for fitness, we do it for our physical well-being. We measure how many hours we slept, we measure how many steps we took, but still we don't do it for the most important indicator of our lives and our happiness, our emotions. And someone would ask, is this even possible? This exact same question I asked my co-founder 2 years ago, and the answer is yes. Scientific research in universities like MIT has shown that technology is possible to measure human emotions through a variety of ways. One of them is through the analysis of facial gestures or the analysis of speech. The way that we are using is through the monitoring of physiological signals. Most likely, you have noticed how you sweat when you are stressed, or how your heart is pounding faster when you're angry. All those are indicators coming from your autonomic nervous system that is telling you that an emotional stimuli just happened. Based on those indicators, 2 years ago, we started the development of Feel, the first smart wristband that is able to recognize and track human emotions throughout the day to help all of us live happier lives. The wristband has 4 integrated sensors that measure a variety of physiological signals, including the lung skin response, blood volume pulse, and skin temperature. But it's not only that we have different sensors than any fitness tracker or any other wearable that exists in the market right now. Our competitive advantage lies with our patent-pending algorithms that are able to recognize a variety of human emotions throughout the day, including happiness, sadness, stress, anger, and satisfaction. Through the mobile application, the user not only will be able to see how they felt in different times of their day, but also receive real-time coaching and personalized advice to help them achieve their happiness goals. The purpose of the product is to help the 60 million Americans that suffer from anxiety and depression live happier lives. And someone would say that there are too many wristbands and wearables nowadays in the market, but what makes this product different is the need that those people have for a product like this. For them, it's a complement to their therapy sessions. It's something that they need to monitor their mood and emotions throughout the day. And that's the reason why we've seen so enthusiastic support from this particular audience. Although we have spent just $2,500 in advertisement, we already have almost 2,000 reservations and 8,000 people in our mailing list. Also, we've seen a lot of interest from big corporations like Walmart that they want to extract consumer insights out of our data, or Honda that wants to personalize the in-car experience based on how drivers feel while driving. Even the CEO of Spotify tweeted about us, and they started a business development process about how they could use our data to personalize their music lists. That's the reason why we have a dual revenue model. We will be selling product to consumer for $199, And from here on going forward, we intend to monetize our unique data through a data as a service model. And this gives us the opportunity to be the intersection of two growing markets. The connected health and wellness devices market, which is projected to grow with 40% compound annual growth rate, and the emotion detection and recognition market, which is projected to be 22 billion by 2020. At the same time, we're very well differentiated from competition because we're the only wearable out there that is able to recognize a variety of human emotions, while all our competitors recognize only stress. And at the same time, we're doing it in a continuous and non-obtrusive way, while other emotion recognition technologies require obtrusive devices and cannot measure human emotions in a continuous manner. At the moment, we already have prototypes in our hands, and we have already conducted trials with those prototypes with a few hundred people so far with very high accuracy rates. Our goal is to have a beta prototype ready in January and go to market in September 2017. To do that, we have assembled a team with complementary skills. My co-founder and CTO is a PhD in biomedical engineering, and we have 2 more PhDs in data science and psychology in the team. My background is in business and management consulting with McKinsey and Cisco, and just a few weeks ago we onboarded the first CMO of Yahoo as an advisor in our team. And we're not alone. We're a team of 10 with headquarters in Palo Alto, California, and research and development out of Athens, Greece. And we have great mentors, partners, and investors supporting us. Join us in developing the world's first emotions wearable, because the way you live is the way you feel. Thank you.